Sometimes I feel like we are.
Which way do you go?
You're technically supposed to keep.
So how do you?
I shape it first.
Like, how do you go? Because I do the sides, but then this flat
A
side.
little flat on one side.
So I do.
Or going behind.
But pretty close, pretty close.
That's why I like to shape it first.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk sauce first, please. Then sugar. Sorry, I was talking trash. Nice color to it. Sauce looks good. Finish looks good. The finish looks a little overwhelmed there.
Yeah, chef.
Overcooked. Sauce on the verge of getting too dark.
Yeah, chef.
Otherwise, fish looks nice.
Thank you, chef.
Too dark, too dark.
A little bit more on the side.
Bear blonde. Okay, ready? Yep. Oh no, it's too hot. This sauce is gonna break.
We said we must consume it.
Yeah. So. I like that better. Than the damn can first.
Nice big old tuna steak.
It's just me picking parsley all the time.
I slowly stopped even adding chopping stuff. I'm like, who cares? Tomato olive relish. Tomato olive relish. Except mega big.
Like you guys have that together.
Couscous. Couscous.
Ours are double buttons, so that I have a second one over here. So the bottom one thing buttons in. On my two. And we have 5 more twos, 1 more 3. That's what I thought.
Show some of that middle though.
One. Then oftentimes.
Don't we have another thing to garnish?
Make your couscous. Here's all the things you're going to mix in the middle if you want. Which one's couscous? You've done it before, right?
Beautiful.
Otherwise, think of this as the same as like I made some steamed rice. That's nice.
Beautiful.
Tuna. Broken. So there's this creator right now that I really like, especially her content and just kind of like everything she does. She's a ceramicist in New York City. She makes everything by hand. She just released a new collection and I just thought it was really cute and I wanted to support. But yeah, not the peanuts. Cute. I was like trying to make sure my address not in here. It's like all picnic themed this release. If you know me, I don't really buy anything, especially look how cute that is. Dun dun dun. How do you? Where's this buddy? Did you guys ever see that TikTok ad of the person who like was selling these? Whoa! I got this little fruit colander thing that she made. I just thought it was very cute. It's called Made by Medio. But yeah. She's also having a pop-up this weekend that I might stop by and buy some more things. I think I'm gonna get this. I think I'm gonna buy something because realistically, I don't know how often I'm gonna use this, but she has some pieces that I think be cute for a dinner. But I actually think my sisters will like this stuff kind of a little bit more than me. My middle sister, she has a baking company or baking business that she's starting, and it's very this vibe. Braised fennel, braised fennel.
I have a 15-minute timer and I'm gonna check them because you gotta do it. Make sure they're like pretty tender and then let them caramelize with the foil off for the last.
Roger, Roger. Fennel.
More parsley, turn up.
What was this again? Burr. Roasted vegetables. Roasted vegetables.
Chef, how do you say this place again?
Burber.
I've had it before.
Burber. Vegetables. Ratatouille.
Braised fennel with lardon. Did you really style for it?
Okay. Ratatouille.
And then eggs.
It's every bowl. The bowl behind you.
Okay.
It's that Andrew Garfield movie with Florence Pugh. We in time?
Yeah. Remember, you're all going into the oven at one time. Yes. We're mixing the egg whites. But it's more, egg whites are more waffles usually than pancakes. But yes. It's your wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. She has the forearm.
No, because when I was doing the mayo, I was
I
trying.
think however much.
Mine's like the drizzle. I don't drizzle. Is it fast enough or, Dude, we're getting good. Yeah, good, good, good.
Try to be. I feel like it like you gotta get it closer than you would think.
No, it's fine because I'm gonna crop it.
Okay.
Alright, calm down.
You're gonna be like, I'll never ask you to do this again.
And they're already shrinking.
So you think it's a cake?
We have a
There were ours in the oven.
Is it worth putting back?
no.
But they're just going to plate on themselves completely.
Ratatouille. Burr. Roasted vegetables. Roasted fennel with lardon. Asparagus. Souffle.
Yes.
Burr. Exam number 3. We're gonna pass what? I feel like pass. Okay, sure. Mid-exam field trip.
We're so smart that we finished early that we get to hang out.
We're so smart. I left my wallet upstairs. They let me in. What is this? No, dude. These elevators either be closing hella fast or hella slow, right?
Could have a little darker color to it, like down here.
Yes, chef.
Good. We want that a little bit more even. Spinach is a little bit over.
Yes, chef.
Shape on the potatoes looks pretty nice. Sauce is good.
Thank you, chef.
That's okay, we'll try it.
You're
That was just visual appeal. Nice and tender. Good seasoning. Needs a little salt.
Yes, chef.
Good.
Thank you, chef. All right. Did we do better than last time? Where's the grade?
You had your fish tweezers out, right?
Dang it, the same grade. Yeah. Okay. Yesterday was my third practical in culinary school, third exam, and as you guys saw, I got a 98 on the written portion, and I got a 93 on the the practical portion, which means I did 10 points better on the written than my last test, and I got the exact same score on the practical that I did last time, which, sure, consistent. I did the best that I could. I felt very confident with everything. There wasn't really any problems. The thing I got wrong on my written was very just me being careless and just like not reading the question fully, but I knew the answer. So it's kind of like the very first test that I did where I know these things. So like I think that's like my mindset in culinary school right now, is to do better than I did previously. And the fact that I did better on the written this time, the fact that I did better on my written test this time than last time, kind of just like motivates, is like just very encouraging that I am progressing, and that it's just like those like mini reminders of, okay, take the time to study, take the time to really retain as much information, and just do what I've been doing every single day, practice as much as possible, just really just keep doing what I'm doing, so I felt really good about that. And it's nothing, all the mistakes are things that once I know them, I learn them, they're in my brain, or I just remember. And it's just like that switch or that click in my head, being like, okay, I know what I did wrong. Now it's in my head. Move on, like yeah. Practical portion, obviously, I always wish that I could do better. The fact that I've got 93 twice now, it's kind of nice that there's like some consistency. Like it's nice that I have like consistency in that way. And outside of like getting a good score, I think the thing that like matters to me more is being consistent, like knowing that I know what I'm doing, that I have an understanding of what I'm doing, and I am just like whether it's a good day or a bad day, the results will always be the same, which sometimes is very discouraging. I think like I'm someone that always wants to do better, but to know that I am doing the best that I can when it comes to cooking, and to know that like those results are paying off, is really encouraging, because I feel like my bar for like where I want to be is still up here, but at the end of the day, I always want to still like have the consistency of what I think is fine for me. And I think right now that's what I have. So like I can show up on a good day, I can show up on a bad day, and end of the day, the results that I want will still be there. And obviously I could always push for more, or push for better, or just be a little stricter with myself, or like just put a little bit more effort to improve. But the fact that I know I'm working hard, I know I'm juggling all the things in my life, and I'm trying to do the best that I can in everything, to know that I'm still producing what I at least call my standard, my bare minimum, I call that a win. I'm not gonna lie, this week has been very overwhelming. I don't know, it's like just like lately, like the more I'm in school, the harder I work, the more effort I put into this, the more I feel like this is what I really want to be doing. And I still don't think working in a kitchen is like what I like. It's not specifically what I want to do, but I know something in this like content creation, food media, like something in this culinary world is something that gravitates. It just feels more like me. Like doing something in this just feels more like me, and that's why when I talk about these things, when I record, or like the free time I have, I'm so like open to just doing more in culinary than I have ever in this like fashion industry stuff. And even if work hasn't been crazy, or like even when it is crazy, or even when things are smooth and my coworkers are good and the models are good and we're making the budget and everything is just going the way we want it to, it's like I can just tell that there's something in me. I can just tell that my time in the fashion industry is coming to an end. There's a conclusion being made, and I can just feel like life working out that way. And I really hope to monetize on social media eventually. And by the time at least like my goal is to monetize on social media before I decide to leave the fashion industry, just to kind of subsidize for, starting over again. And I've been thinking about that a lot, where it's like, maybe it's something like toxic in me, but like there is a part of me that's just like, I'm ready for the next thing in life. I feel like I explored the fashion industry to the extent that I want to explore it in, and I'm ready to see what's next for me. And I really do think it's something in food, and I really do think it's something in media, and I do think it's something where I have more control of my life. But yeah, life is so tiring, isn't it?
My friend Avi is coming over for dinner. I always feel like someone's coming over for dinner. We're gonna make fish and chips just because this week has been a lot and I needed something easy. Plus, we fabricated all this fish. I didn't want to go to waste, so I had all my classmates give me all the fish. But yeah, this is gonna be my first time making fish and chips. Let's go. When we're in school, we'll cook by the recipe. When we're at home, we're gonna cook by feeling. I feel like that's the appropriate way. Flour, potato starch. Let's see, let me put on something quieter. Cornstarch, just a little bit. Baking powder, also just a little bit. Garlic powder. Pepper. Cayenne. Paprika. Decent amount of salt. Decent amount of pepper. Give this a little mix. Okay, a little beer to. I'll do the whole thing, whatever. I don't like beer, but I have some because I hosted Club Harapeko, which, if you don't know, I started a cookbook club. If you want to join, it's based in New York City. We have a Discord, we have an Instagram, just at Club Harapeko on Instagram. DM me and pull up. Right now, for Cookbook Club, it's still just going to be people I know, because while it's growing, while I'm building this community, I'm just hosting it out of my apartment. And obviously, I don't want too many people I don't know to just have my address. I might need 2 beers, which is perfect because I've been trying to get rid of this. But yeah, while it's still growing, it's just gonna be friends only. But obviously, I want to build the community in the meantime. Oof, this is very beery. Whoa, it spilled over. There we go. We have our beer bata. Kids, don't watch. All right, we're gonna cut up all the vegetables. We have potatoes, sweet potato, onions. We're gonna make onion rings, regular fries, and sweet potato fries. I'm assuming that's why my sister bought a sweet potato. Okay, so we cut up all the fries. We're frying it up. The first one we're doing, The first one we're doing is just to get it cooked. We're just par frying it. Par cooking? Whatever. The gooey ones are a little soggy. No. Look at all this fish I got from school that we're all just gonna toss out. Just a light layer of salt on all the sides. Avi's on her way up. This is just the regular fries right now. I'm making the sweet potato fries. Look who's here, look who's here.
Hi. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Hi. I'm so tempted
I guess
to
you've
use my
never-
teeth on this, but I'm not going to. Orange here?
Yeah, up to you.
Oh, you did make it.
Yeah, you wanted it.
No, you were saying that you requested. Oh, I said like he could, but he didn't have to. Oh yeah, I got lemon. Let's see.
Yeah, you want to cut the lemon?
AP would have gotten me.
Dinner. Hella not healthy.
Yeah, it's like
Hell.
I wanted to send a this picture. They've got just like every single dish that they have on the menu is like in the photo. It looks like that.
This is a good post-test, post-graduation.
Yeah.
We're done with school. Well, you're done with school. You're done. You finally got a job.
I got a job.
Yeah.
And I did okay on my test. It is 11:30. Avi left about an hour ago. I just finished cleaning the kitchen, and I think I'm gonna learn how to make butter mochi. Luckily, I have mochiko. Luckily, I do have eggs. I have oat milk. My sister has oat milk that I'm taking. Technically, I paid for this. Give it time to melt. So for now, let's see. One box. Whoa. Oh, it's hella open. One whole box. Let's open the box. Why would I? Where's the side? It's funny because I have to be quiet because my sister's trying to sleep. Two cups. Hell, this is why I don't bake. It's so much. Two cups for real? I better not mess up. If I mess up, I'm gonna be so pissed. It looks perfect. It looks perfect. It's 1 a.m. I should really go to bed. It's pretty good. I'm gonna let it cool a little bit. Then I'm gonna taste it and I'm gonna pack it. Okay, I'll let it cool for a little bit. It is now 1:30. It looks really good.
Butter mochi, butter mochi. Today I spent the day with my friend Santha, and she's like one of my good friends. She's a model at another agency. We met through a mutual friend. No, I don't even think we met through a mutual friend. I think we followed each other on Instagram, and I was just having I was having a party, and I invited her, and she pulled up, and we ended up becoming really good friends. But anyways, we went to get a tarot card reading, which was my first time ever getting a reading. Kind of like what I've been talking about, but lately I just feel like I'm in this crossroads of my life. Where I'm at in the fashion industry, I know I can continue to grow and build that career, but there's a part of me that is just like so over it, and I don't necessarily even mean like I don't even necessarily mean like work is bad or like the models are bad or anything. I just think I'm just like done with the industry itself. And as like I'm in school, culinary school, and as I am figuring out my life and trying to figure out what's next and just kind of like learning more about myself and just really, really feeling like I'm ready for like the next thing. I just feel like there's so many things that I know about myself and so many things that I want next. And every time I talk to someone in my life or even like my career advisor or anyone, like I feel like I'm so sure of my life that when I talk about these things, everyone just naturally agrees with me, if that makes sense. Not in a bad way, not in a good way, kind of just like in a way where it's just like, okay, like yeah, like we're all on the same page. We all know what I want for myself, which is like really nice that it's like my dreams and ideals are being met by like are being reciprocated. Like that's a really nice feeling to have, but I guess like there's just like I've just been looking for like an additional sign or additional energy, or like I don't know, like I've just been looking for something more to kind of help give me that extra push. And I was telling Santha about this tarot card reading that my friend did at this place in Lower East Side. And when I brought it up, she's like, "Oh, hey, like we should go." I've been wanting to do the same thing, and then so she goes, she does it, and like while we're like just like I'm listening to her get her like cards being read, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it too. So I did it, and I asked two questions. One was about my career of like what am I doing? Like what's next? Do I stay? Do I go? What is happening? And then the other conversation, like the other question I asked was about love. Like I know I haven't really talked about it in a while, and I know that I've also talked about it pretty frequently on this channel, where I'm just in a place in life where I care more about having a romantic relationship and pursuing and prioritizing that portion of my life. Like I am just in a place in time where that is something that I have been thinking about a lot more, and I've just been thinking about like what is it that's holding me back? What is it to really, start putting more effort and energy and speaking things into existence about love and romance and all those things. Sorry, something's about to fall on the wall. And so those were like the two questions I asked, right? Like, what am I doing with my career? Do I stay? Do I go? And the other was like just kind of some guidance of like what is my love life looking like? Just because you guys know, like I've never been in a relationship. I've never really experienced love or romance, and it's just like a part of my life that I am really insecure about. But yeah, so I got my cards read, and the tarot card reader. So when I went to go get my cards read, I asked about those two questions, and it was kind of crazy because they did mention a lot of things that I didn't even bring up, where the cards did say that like basically everything I've been doing, my career that I've built, I have done the best that I could. I have succeeded and exceeded, and I put both my physical, mental, emotional efforts into it. more than I needed to. I have basically maxed out the amount of energy and effort and time and emotions that I possibly can in this career, and that like I'm ready to walk away, which was actually kind of crazy when like she said that, where it's just like and then she also mentioned how there is going to be a portion of your life where you're going to be traveling for work to build whatever is next, and that you're like that I am someone that isn't meant to just do one thing. I'm meant to explore and try new things and start over and just build a lot of stuff, which is like funny because like I feel like if you've watched a lot of my videos, I've had so many lives, I've had so many situations, I've had so many dreams and goals and aspirations that I have put effort and time into, and I have really chased and tried to build those things. And to hear that, right, and it's just being like, oh, this is exactly what I'm kind of going through, where yeah, I do feel like I I do feel like I'm done with the fashion industry. I do feel like I really did the best that I could, and I am in a place where um I'm in a place where I'm very accepting of the amount of effort I put in, the amount of work I put in, and the results I've gotten out of that, and I'm just kind of ready for the next thing. And on top of that, when they mentioned of like travel for work, and like I've talked to you guys about how like the next thing post culinary school is that I want to stage and travel the world and train with different chefs and kitchens all over and bring all everything I learned back somewhere, and open my cafe, right? So to hear kind of like literally everything I've been talking about being read back to me without even me saying it, I was just like, you know what, this kind of reconfirms it. And like the reason why I wanted to hop on here and talk about that was because I've been in that debate situation. I think it's gonna be in this vlog. I don't remember honestly. Like my days and vlogs and everything is like jumbled up, but like I talked to career services this week, so it's probably in this vlog. But I talked to them about like what I'm trying to do next, and if it's worth going to a Michelin star restaurant and just training, having that experience, or should I just start focusing on the next thing in my career and just trying to use the externship to get a job that um, use the externship to get a job to just do the next thing after I'm done with school. And I just have this feeling that I need to move on to the next thing in life, and I just need to go. And I'm not saying like the cards are influencing this, but I definitely think it is like it's just like kind of like opening my eyes more and just being more honest with myself, and like trying to like leave that security again. Like this is the first time in my life like working at this agency, working in this industry for the first time in my life, right? Like I am not living paycheck to paycheck. I know where my meals are coming. I know rent is going to be paid. I know like I'm not struggling anymore, like, and I'm comfortable and I can live my life that way, but I'm not happy. But the security, I don't even necessarily know if like the security is the reason I'm staying. It's just one of those like nothing's going wrong. That's the thing. Nothing is going wrong in my career. Like if anything, everything's going well. I can feel myself growing. I can feel myself really impacting like these girls. I feel myself like really doing a good job with my team, and I'm benefiting everyone, right? Like I'm benefiting the company, I'm benefiting the girls, I'm benefiting the agents, I'm benefiting everyone being in this industry, and I can really see myself growing, and I see that progress. But is that progress meant for me? And that's like like that hesitation part, where it's like I know I want something else in life. I'm not saying I want more, because the more that I would be pursuing is not the more that I need. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is turning into a bigger tangent than it needs. But what I'm trying to say is, I think what I'm trying to say is that with today's situation, I'm just coming to the realization, not even just not the realization is wrong. I'm coming to terms that I need to just move on. And that my intuition of wanting to work in a test kitchen, wanting to do food media, wanting a cooking show, wanting to do all this stuff for the next part of my life, I just need to start it already. You know, like I know I'm making the cooking videos, I'm doing the dinners, I started Club Harapeko, I am in culinary school, I'm doing all those sub steps, but like the main thing holding me back in life right now is my job, my regular 9 to 5. And if it means having a rocky life again for a little bit, or just doing the figuring out situation in life again, like maybe that's just what it is. And that's the coming to terms with everything situation that I'm dealing with right now. But with today's situation, I think I know my answer. I think I know my answer. But with that, she also talked about love and relationships, and there is like someone on my mind when I think of these things. And it sounds dumb. It sounds really dumb, but yeah, there's someone that I am interested in, and there's someone that I really admire how much work that they put into like their craft, and how much you can see that they care about what they do. And I just find that really, really cool, especially as someone that's like trying really hard to figure themselves out and like chase the things that I'm chasing. To see someone else do that too, it's like I really, in my brain, in my not just my brains, but like when I see this person post, and when I see their content, and when I see them, I just, something in my brain is just like, I want to be someone that can help make my partner's like dreams come true. And so that's just kind of like what I was thinking of when I was asking that question. And the main overall thing with all that, right, it trickles back down into my main flaw when it comes to romance and relationships and all that stuff is like I don't have the confidence in that stuff. And honestly, the tarot card reader, she was just saying that's the main thing that's holding me back. Like everything could be right. It really does just fall back onto me being that confidence of just knowing that everything's gonna, like, just knowing my worth basically. And you know, I do feel like every single day, every single year, I do become a little bit more connected and confident and aware of my self. Now it's just like applying it to the romantic portion. But yeah, so that is how I spent my weekend. A long tangent of nothing. I guess we're gonna move on to the next thing in life.